unbox this, let me give you a closer look. So you can see right here, this is the Series 6 blue aluminum case deep navy sport band. So this is like, I should say, the lowest end of the Series 6, which doesn't have cellular as well. But anyways, I don't really need cellular on the watch. I mean, I usually bring up my phone along with my Apple Watch, so cellular wasn't really a thing for me anyways. But the reason I bought the blue is because I'm going to be buying the blue 12 Pro Max, so I'm preparing myself to go all blue instead of the usual black which I use. So that's the reason I decided to make this change with starting with the Apple Watch. Alright, so let's flip this over and tear open the seal. Let me do it here. Very nice unboxing experience from Apple. So you can see right there. Alright, so let's flip open the box again. Let's open the tabs right here. Hopefully I don't tear it in the process. Alright, so the unboxing experience is actually very similar to past Apple devices. So if you've used Apple Watch before, this is actually similar packaging. I mean, I used the Series 4 before, and also the Series 1, which I have here in stainless steel. I actually kind of cracked it. You can see the front here. So I actually bought this like many years back. You know, the Series 1 is really old already. And the Series 4, I decided to sell it off because I don't need too many Apple Watches. But sadly, the Series 1 is not able to pair with my 11 Pro Max. I'm not sure why, because it seems to detect an update, but I'm not able to update the watch, so I was not able to complete the pairing process. But anyways, it is what it is. Alright, so let's open the watch band first before we get into the watch. So the least exciting is actually the watch band. Right, so guys, you can see sport band right here, stainless steel pin, and the regular stuff. Right, so let's pull the tab. Pulling the tab right here. Simple as that. Well, let's slide out the band because I'm interested to check out this band, to be honest. Let's see how it looks like in person. Okay, by the way, I actually have this leather look band, which I bought together with my stainless steel Apple Watch Series 1. So as you know, these are actually backward compatible, so these straps are able to work even with the latest Apple Watches. So that's a good thing, so I'll be using this. So it's a nice addition, right? Having a blue leather band, which is pretty hard to find. So this actually, I used it for like what, less than 10 times. Okay, let's slide this package out. See right here, wow, very similar presentation. I do like this. Alright, you can see right here, usually I'll be using this band right here, surprisingly, and of course this portion of the band. The plastic's all there. Right, so I'll be putting this to the side because that's about it I'll be using from this box. Alright, so let's look at the start of the show, which is the Apple Watch Series 6 itself, because I'm using actually a GoPro to record another point of view for this video, so I'm trying something new for you guys. Alright, so let's slide out the lid. Alright guys, you can see a very nice blue accent on the top portion. Wow, this is really nice. So guys, you can see this is actually the 44mm right here. This is a different material compared to the Series 4 which I had before. This one is slightly stiffer, I should say. Okay, let me slide it out. Let me figure out how to slide it out. Okay, alright, it's coming out. So there it goes. So here I have the Series 6 and I also powered it on. Overall, very similar. But we do have blood oxygen sensor. So this is an extra infrared sensors on the back here. So it's really nice. Feels light. It feels slightly thinner compared to my Series 4, if I'm not mistaken. But the screen protectors, however, you can use the same screen protectors. Let me put the watch aside. Let's see what else comes in the packaging. Alright, so right here we have quick start guide, and then what else do we have? We have a charging cable. So I have a ton of charging cables. In fact, I use the Nomad wireless charging base with the Apple Watch charger inbuilt, so I don't really need this cable, so I won't be taking this out anyways. Alright, so let's get this watch set up. Let me show you the process. So let me put everything back. Alright, so let's see the watch connect. So you can see right here, the setup process has already begun. Continue. Right, so I'm setting it up for myself. Okay, the usual. I have to scan this. It takes a moment. Alright, so it's scanned. So restore from backup, set up as a new Apple Watch. But I would like to set it up as a new watch, so you can see if you're a first time user of an Apple Watch, or even if you're upgrading, I think you should set it up as a new watch. The reason being because even though Apple doesn't say much about the cache files, like what you've used, the logs and stuff, it somehow transfers over to the new watch and might cause some bugs, because you know this is the Series 6 and that's the Series 4, or you're even upgrading from the Series 5. I would still recommend starting up as a new Apple Watch. Even I do that with my iPhones as well, so yeah, just to play safe, so I wear it on the right. Okay, so bottom or top, so I like it on the top. Alright, so you can see workout route tracking, saber route tracking, Siri yes, don't share watch analytics because yeah, privacy is at stake. Right, so bold text and size, I think default is good enough for me, so I'll go with that. Don't add a passcode. Blood oxygen, alright, let's try. Okay, keep your Apple Watch up to date, continue. Emergency SOS, yeah, clock faces. Okay, this is the part where it's a bit tricky because usually people say install all, right? But I like to choose install later because I don't want to install apps which I don't really use. So I think this is the proper way to set up an Apple Watch or set up any Apple device in general. So basically you don't want to install all the apps, you just want to streamline it to the apps that you use so it won't take up too much storage and probably slow down the watch. Always remember that when you first set up device, that is the crucial part because that will determine how your device is going to act up in the future, if a couple of years down the road, especially Android devices. So I do like to take my time with setting up my device just to make sure all the small details are covered. Alright, so it's synchronizing right now. I will skip through this part and then we will have a look at the watch itself and try out the blood oxygen sensors and see how it performs. Alright guys, so we are done with the setup process. That took a bit. Let's go through the features of this watch. So this has always on display. In fact, it's brighter than the previous version, which is the Gen 5. Honestly, not a big fan of always on display on watches. I mean, my wrist is at an angle. Why would I be looking at my watch, right? It doesn't really make sense to me. But anyway, it's a feature that is there. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so let's take a look at this blood oxygen level sensor. I'm going to wear it on. So this leather look is my favorite band all time. That's the reason I'm still keeping it till today. Alright, so let me press the digital crown. Alright, let's see. So make sure your watch is not too low on your wrist. Your watch strap should be snug but comfortable. So I think this leather loop is the perfect combo right here. So next, so keep your watch facing up and try not to move. Resting your wrist on the table can help. Okay, so let me lay my wrist relaxed on the table and click start. Takes 15 seconds. Alright, so it's done. Alright guys, so you can see this is at 94%. But anyway, let's take a look at the always on display. You can see right here, my wrist is tilted and you can still see the screen as with the previous generation 4 which I had. Of course the screen goes black because there's no always on display. So when you lift it up, let's see what happens. Alright, so you get detailed information. And then when you put it to the side, that's where your always on display is. Alright, so this watch overall, it is nice. It feels exactly like my Series 4, but with a couple of improvements like the blood oxygen sensor. Other than that, you get the same features besides the brighter always on display, the better chip. That's about the difference for the Series 6. Alright, so I'll be doing more coverage on the Series 6 because I'll be getting some cases as well for this watch. So I really do want to check out. I love the blue color. Alright, so this has been a very quick unboxing and setup process of the Apple Watch Series 6. I will have more coverage coming soon, so do stay tuned to this channel. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. I know you've seen probably tons of unboxing videos on the Series 6 already. Yeah, but Malaysia is always one of the second batch of countries to get it. So thanks for watching. I hope you did like this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video.